How you doing, YouTube? Matt Mass Beer Reviews back with a little bit of hot butcher up in this piece in the form of their cold pizza. Yeah, this is a Citra and Vic Secret hopped cold IPA. Cold? Cold fermented? Why do they call it cold? This is the other one that said cold in it. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this. Cold pizza. I think of was that cold pizza? Wasn't it like a cheesy ESPN morning show? But it's got a little pizza dude, mittens. So I'm all in. So what are we talking about here? It's orange zest, dried mango, and juicy pineapple. A little 6% alcohol by volume. A little hazy pale. Gonna get that hazy pale up in this piece. I love it when I do the small little itty bitty beers that make me get even exciteder, because those are words, because it's not a hazy beer. Fucking clear beer alert. God, with those tasting notes, man. Those tasting notes, the orange zest, dried mango, and juicy pineapple. I would have bet my left pinky that this sucker was going to be a little hazy. I'd be wrong. So now I'm even happier. Well, he was his jets. That's cool. Beer. It's apple juice, not apple cider. I was going to say apple cider. No, that's apple juice, man. That's Welch's right up in that piece. Soft, ever so slight bit of carbonation. I mean, the head was relatively white, what was there, but it dissipated really quickly. It really does look, you know what I mean, like almost like a golden sour because of the way the head's kind of coming off in this beer. But the clarity on this thing is insane. I just have to jump right in the nose because I'm like super excited. There's a little weedy thing here with the little pineapple vibes. Green grassy weed. A little bit of pineapple vibes. That's pretty much it. I'm not really getting much else on the nose as far as nose goes. These are tasting notes, so take that for what it's worth. Orange zest, you know, always kind of get orange zest. Dried mango. And juicy pineapple. I mean, that pineapple and that little bit of weedy component on the other end of things is really what's jumping out to me. So I just want to dive in. Cheers. So, this is delicious. This is like a time machine beer. And by that I mean, maybe not a time machine beer. Like it's so much what you expect from a West Coast IPA or double IPA. As far as, not necessarily the tasting notes on here, you do get that little bit of weedy greeniness. Sure, you can lean in that direction. Sure, you can get that citrus fruit in there, you know, that kind of thing. But it has this new school, juicy personality to it for when it comes from the hops. But the application and how it's done is so crisp and so clean. It just reminds you of old school kind of IPA. So it's like when I said a time machine beer, it was like you went back and you grabbed, you know, whoever, I don't know who I want to pick from the back of the day. You grabbed one of those classic, well done, you know, a Vinny Russian River fucking kind of brewers from like the late 90s, and you brought them here and said, okay, make a 6% version of your Pliny, but you don't get to choose the hops. We get to choose the hop schedule. It's kind of has that thing going on for it, and I think that's probably one of the more positive things I've ever said about a hop butcher beer. Yeah, it's just, honestly, it's so clean. It's like so clean. So what are they doing here? That's the thing I want to talk about, because listen, the beer review's over. I mean, it is the pineapple, that mango definitely shows up in the taste, but the pineapple kind of leads the way for me. Very undersweetened, very underripened, very properly attenuated beer. With that soft little sprinkle of a weedy, keefy thing that's not over the top on the other end of things. And this super clean, drinkable mouthfeel that's just beyond words. I don't know their cold thing. So this is my get. This is what I'm guessing at here. I'm going to have to ask the guys from Hop Butcher to see if I'm on the right track here. So I know they've been doing a lot of lagers lately. And their lager game is quite nice. It's not even as crisp and clean as this, even though it's done really, really, really well. Actually, that's not true. The one they sent along with this one was just that good too. But anyway, So I know they have the ability to lager. I think they're doing these clean beers, because this isn't the first one I've had from them. These clean, cold IPAs, and basically they're cold fermenting them instead of normal fermentation on the IPA end of things to make a kind of hybrid. Like instead of doing an IPL, you know what I mean? You have like Jack's Abbey and stuff like that. They want to do, they wanted to get their hands in IPAs, but all they do is lagers. They're like, fuck it, we'll do a lagered version or an IPA version of a lager. I think what they're doing here is the opposite. I think they're doing like a Kolsch, they're not using Kolsch yeast. This is definitely not Kolsch yeast, but they're doing some kind of cold fermented compatible ale yeast and doing that version. So they're doing the IPL version and the A version, the ale side of things. I think it's really good. I think it's really well done. I like the lack of sweetness. That's your beer's completely, but it's not like a brute beer to where it's completely blown dried out. The hops are fun, very, very new school. It's just that cleanliness and the crispiness is so old school, but it brings such a fun twist to those new school hops. It just, this is great beer. It's absolutely great beer. So good. Let's talk about it. This is one of the better IPAs or pale ales. This is not even an IPA. I keep wanting to call it, they call it an IPA, but 6%. I guess we'll call it an IPA because they called it 6%. One of the better IPAs I've had as of late. Yes, it's got to be Mount Rushmore, man. It's got to be. Like, I don't know why I'm hesitating putting it on there. It's because it's so foreign. This kind of beer is classic hop butcher fuckduckery. Such a unique presentation of the way. I'm not going to say take. Other people have done this kind of thing. But the way this beer shows and proves, tickle me pink. Bagged availability, no idea. It's Hop Butcher. Let me know what's what. People out there in the old Chicagoland area, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like IPA, man. I mean, if you're old school, new school, or anywhere in between, I think you dig on this. I don't think you just go, no, this is good beer. Even if you don't like IPA, if you just like really well made beer, I think you just go, well, I kind of don't really like IPA, but this beer is fucking fantastic. So if you like beer, how about that one? If you like beer, you'll like this beer. Who would have thunk it? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of a hop butcher right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.